to Murder at the Mall. My name is Detective Tiffany Wilson, and I'm here to. Oh, there's some noise in the background. Let's turn that off. Oh, all right. Hello, my name is Detective Tiffany Wilson. Like I said earlier, welcome to Murder at the Mall. I'm going to go over this case that I was on at the Starcourt Mall. Mm, and that happened. But first, what you need you to know is that a woman was murdered. It was Rhonda, the perfume sample sales lady at the J.C. Penney's. As you walk in, and so what we need from you, I got my junior detective in the chat here asking you for some suggestions. The first thing we're going to need to know before we get started is the location at the mall in which I found the body of Miss Rhonda, the perfume sample lady. So if you want to just start throwing in a location of the mall, I'm going to explain a little bit how the show is going to work while you're doing that. I'm going to take you back to a case that I was working on. We're going to make a cast of characters, suspects, if you will. I'm going to roll. They each have a number. I gave each person a secret number earlier, and I'm going to roll some dice. Only they know the number. And when I roll the dice, that person will know that they're the murderer, and I will also know, but you will not know, and the rest of the cast will not know, and hilarity will ensue. All right. So keep throwing up those locations. Oh, the audio is a little messed up. Getting better now. All right. Thank you. Thank you, fish head. All right. So as we wait for some locations, what's going to happen is you'll see a couple rounds of interrogation. We'll get a location and a weapon from you eventually, and the motive. And also, what I'd really like for you guys to do throughout the chat is throw in some questions, some detective questions. You are also a detective with me as we go through this case to solve this murder at the mall. All right, let's go ahead and see. Oh, all right. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You know what? We're going to do. Okay. We're going to do Claire's. We're going to do Claire's. So, Rhonda, the perfume salesman, was murdered at Claire's. And we're going to go back to the mall now. You will see how it works. I will roll the dice now. All right. That is what I rolled. Everyone in the cast should know their numbers, and whoever that is knows that they're the murderer. All right. So come with me, will you? Back to the Starcorp Mall where I had an amazing case. Come with me. Come with me. Oh, we're going back to the future. Oh, here. Oh, and here are the rest of the people. Come, everybody, all my suspects, could you please come up, please? Hi, thank you. Thank you for cooperating. Thank you so much for cooperating. Let me just get my ducks in a row here. Hello, welcome. I just wanted to go through and just, introduce yourself to me, and then I'll start asking some questions. Let's start with you down here with the sunscreen on his nose.
What's up, Dudette? Yeah, I'm Finn Deckler. Yeah, and I just came here because I'm just trying to look for a new surfboard, dude. Dudette, yeah.
You are you're fun. You're fun. This is gonna be fun. All right. Older lady, the mall walker lady. Yes, you right there. Yeah, yeah, you. Go ahead and please introduce yourself.
Hi. I'm Irma Undergrove. I come here and walk at the mall 5 times a week. 5 times a week. Take 2 days off, only two. I've been walking here for 5 years. I know everything that goes on at the mall. Let me tell you. I walk fast, but I see everything. I'm a retired school nurse. I know a lot of you. Yes.
All right, Irma. It seems like you are going to be very helpful to me. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. You, ma'am in the glasses. Yes, you. Yes. Your name and a little bit about yourself, please.
Yes, hello. My name is Diane Horowitz. I am the senior leader here at Mall Management, and I just want to brag for a second. I don't know if anybody knows this, but This is the highest volume mall in America. We're about creating iconic experiences. So thank you for being a patron.
You're welcome. And now you are a mall known for murder. I hope that doesn't affect any of the population that comes into your mall. Honestly, I think it's going to make it very popular. Honestly, the mall, the murder mall. We're going to call it the murder mall. All right. Coming over to you, ma'am, in the pink earrings and the pink accessories.
Janin Spicoli. I am at the mall all the time, hanging out with my friends. I'm on the team board over at Bell. I met my friend Brad, my boyfriend Brad, at the food court right at the mall. It was totally tubular, meant to be. Oh my God, just amazing. I see everything because I'm here all the time, and it's like awesome with me and my girlfriends because we like rule the mall. We like own this food court. Okay, this is where we live. It is awesome.
Great. Can't wait to ask you some more questions. All right. Coming over to you in the pink jacket, the young woman right there. Yeah, you. Yeah. Uh-huh.
What?
At the top.
What?
Yeah, your name. Can you tell me your name? How you affiliated with the mall?
I'm Lisa. I'm the manager of the Claire's. My Aunt Diane got me this job, whatever. I'm 21, so I can drink. Yeah, I mean, I'm either gonna go to beauty school later or maybe just like marry a rich guy. I don't know.
All right. Well, you're going to be very helpful because the murder took place at Claire's, and you are. You said the manager.
Yeah, I'm the manager. What?
All right. You're already just so pleasant. And last but not least, coming over to you in the orange jacket.
Hey, my name's Carlita. I'm named after my mom's pet goat. She had Carlito, who lived in her house with her when she was a child. I work at the Orange Julius. My mom, she wanted me to work at Auntie Anne's, but they wouldn't hire me. So I work at the Orange Julius, and I think my mom wanted a boy, but she had me instead.
Thank you, Carlita. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry. I'm sure your smoothies are melting. We'll try to make this quick because, as you know, I am also the late night DJ on the radio here in this town. So I really got to wrap this up. Okay, great. All right. So as you know, Rhonda, the perfume sales lady, everyone, I'm assuming, got along with Rhonda, who works here or who comes here a lot. She was murdered and her body was found at Claire's. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Lisa, since you're the manager of Claire's. Care to comment? Were you in the vicinity when the body was found? Were you on your breath? Tell me where you were.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was in there when the body was found, but I didn't see it happen.
You were very helpful. You were very.
I was in there. Look, I was piercing my own belly button when it was happening. I don't know. I was just 1 minute piercing my own belly button, and the next thing I heard was a scream. And then we looked over, and there was a dead body. It was Rhonda. She was hideous. I've got to say, she wore the most hideous clothes. I wouldn't be caught dead in the things that she wears. Whatever.
She was caught dead in the things she wears because she was murdered.
I wouldn't be.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Lisa. All right. Coming over to you, Finn. Where exactly did you hear any of the screaming going on at Claire's, or where were you near the location?
Now, see, I was down there trying to get me a little surfer babe, you know what I'm saying? Then I came down there and found Miss Lisa down there, and then me and Miss Lisa, we was talking, but I heard a scream, but I thought it was Miss Lisa.
All right, thank you. That was very informative. All right, Irma, coming over to you. Did you happen to walk by Claire's, or were you near it during the murder?
I did. I was walking very fast, as I always do, and I saw Lisa trying to pierce the belly button. And Lisa, we talked about this when you were in junior high at Woodrow Wilson Junior High. That's very unsanitary. She was always putting needles in herself, like earlobes. It was really bad, Lisa. You always had to come to my office. But I saw her at the entrance, and then I heard a scream. Now, the perfume lady did have a few enemies, I must admit, because not everyone can take that harsh smell her spritzing everyone. It was very, very difficult to be around her. She had enemies.
All right. Thank you. Coming over to you, Shannon. You look like someone who shops at Claire's. Where you happen to be near it, inside?
Yeah, I had just gone by to like check out and see like if they had other earrings because these earrings actually came from Claire's. And I saw Rhonda and I said hi because, you know, she sold me my favorite perfume, Electric Youth, a couple weeks ago. Yeah. And so she said hi and I said like, duh, hi. And so I just kept going. I just kept going. Me and my friends, you know, we're just like cruising the mall. I have a boyfriend, but my friend Heather doesn't. So we're looking for a man for Heather. And, you know, I have to say, Rhonda, even though she sold me my Electric Youth, she was kind of a gross person. It's a little, I mean, just gag me with a spoon. I can't say that I liked Rhonda, but I certainly didn't hate her. You know, she's a little bit of a wastoid sometimes. But ever since she started working at the J.C. Penney, she's always had that odor, you know, all the perfumes kind of mixed together, and it's just grody.
I totally understand what you're saying. Totally, 100%. Got all that. Carlita, coming to you. You are at the Orange Julius, which I know is located pretty close to the Claire's. Can you give me your statement?
Yeah. Actually, I was making Rhonda's lunch for her because she was always very specific. Every day that she worked at Penny's, she came by first thing before she went and she placed her order. And it was always a hot dog, no onions, no mustard, and a strawberry Julius. Now, I don't understand when people come to Orange Julius. We are Orange Julius. Why do they come and not order an Orange Julius? Because it's like they're disappointed. It's like the Orange Julius is just not good enough. So they have to have the Strawberry Julius. And it takes a special blender to make that. It's a little bit frustrating. And every day, this is what she did.
She just sounds like a terrible person. Let me just tell you, Diane. Final statement from you before we move on. You are the manager of this mall, and you should, you know what the happenings and the goings. So, your statement, please.
Yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of mixed energy here, right? There's a lot of negativity, and I just want to set the record straight, okay? Lisa is an amazing girl, okay? Yes, she was doing something that probably wasn't to be merited on the clock or whatever, but you know what? She had nothing to do with that. She actually paged me. Yeah, she paged me when this happened, and I was like trying to understand what she was saying, and then I was just like, I had to get a security guard down there and see what was going on. So I found out the same time she did. But while we're trying to figure this all out, I will say this. Irma walks every day. Well, what else does she do? You know, think about it. You can only walk for so much before you get a little crazy in the head, before you start seeing the same things over and over and over again. I mean, who walks for hours before you want to kill somebody? That's the question I have for you, America.
Diane, you're just upset because I don't buy anything when I'm at the mall. I just walk. You're just upset at that. I know you've talked to me about it, but you know what? My legs for a woman my age are amazing because I do all that walking. That's what it's about. It's about staying healthy. All my years as a school nurse helped me with that, helped me know that.
You're just like Rhonda. You don't tip. You always ask for ice water and you never tip me. Rhonda never tipped either.
So Rhonda wasn't a tipper. All right. All right. I think I've heard enough about, where we were and where everyone was around it. But I do want to say that we did find the murder weapon. Besides Rhonda's cold, dead body, we found an empty can of Aquanet. It seems that the person who did this took a can of Aquanet and basically maced her face until she suffocated on the Aquanet and died. So Rhonda has died by Aquanet. Okay, I'm looking at everyone with hair because even myself, I love a good Aquanet refresh during the day. I have Aquanet pretty much on me at all times. So I'm just gonna start with people who I think use Aquanet the most. Looking at you, Lisa, huh? Little Aquanet user.
These locks are au naturel. Actually, I don't have to use Aquanet. I'm just blessed. I'm just like one of the people who's really blessed in this world. It's just, I'm just naturally really pretty. Now, Rhonda has come to me in the past to get some advice on her look. Like I told her, you could really probably benefit from getting some highlights. You could probably really benefit from getting a perm. She was just extremely jealous of me, which is not my fault. I'm just naturally this beautiful. So I couldn't really help her when it came to her hair, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
offered her a scrunchie or a snap bracelet, but she wouldn't take them.
All right. Irma, you also are someone who has voluminous hair. Any Aquanet in your running shorts?
No. I just go to the salon once a week and they do the nice setting for me. They use the Aquanet there. I don't even have to bring it home. Now, Shannon Spicoli, I remember you from junior high getting overcome by the fumes of the Aquanet in the girls' room and having to come to see the nurse. I do remember that. Yes, ma'am.
All right, it was like one time, okay? I mean, I was just starting out, just starting to get to know how to do hair and stuff. And luckily, I went to the Claire's and Lisa told me to get highlights. And that's why I have these highlights. And they are bodacious, okay? They just make my bod look amazing, these highlights. And I just want to say that, like, it's who would waste Aquanet on Rhonda? Duh. I mean, she wasn't worth Aquanet. That's just it's a total waste. It's a total waste. But I do know that she was jealous of Lisa, but I also think Lisa was tired of it. And I saw Carlita. Carlita was looking at Rhonda every time she walked by. I noticed these things. Like it's amazing what you can see when you're just walking around the mall, just like hanging out, these tubular things going on, these bodacious vibes, and it's all good stuff. And then you get the grody vibes coming in. And that's what I'm feeling from Carlita.
I get the grody vibes from you. Your order, shall I go over it? What you order every Friday, and you ask me to double bag it and not tell anyone. I'm going to tell everybody what you order. You order a chili cheese fry, super sized, like the biggest one we have. And you have me mix the orange and the strawberry Julius together. Yeah, that's right, Shannon. You want to talk about a nasty girl? You are a nasty girl. And I saw you sitting in the booth in the back. I saw you when Rhonda would come in and the face you would make at her. Yeah, Shannon. Yeah, we all saw it. I bet Lisa saw it too.
Okay, like you would make that face too if you smell her coming by, okay? That's all it was, just like the aroma, okay? It's a little offensive, all right?
Carlita, you are such a square. One time I asked her if she would put Slim Fast in my smoothie and she refused. You are just so by the books and so anal. I wouldn't be surprised if she just busted a blood vessel one day when the order wasn't perfect.
And like lying on me saying that I got chili cheese, whatever. Everyone knows I only eat salads. Everyone knows that. But I do get the strawberry and orange Julius because it's like a Julius suicide. It's awesome. A Julius kamikaze, if you will.
I will pull the black and white videotapes. We have tapes of you eating the chili cheese fries.
Well, when I pierced Shannon's ears, she did smell really strongly of salad. So I don't know. I was jealous of Rhonda for sure. I'll just be honest and say I was jealous of her because my Aunt Diane gave her a raise and didn't give me one. But did I kill her? No.
Yeah,
all right.
First of all, she deserved that raise. I mean, she's working very hard and she's probably, honestly, in the top percentile of Claire's just this past season, but that's another story. Let's get back to what really matters. So I've noticed a trend here that there's a lot of jealousy, and I feel like Shannon loves the movies. We know that. She always talks about the movies. I feel like there's some putrid inspiration behind your dark eyes. And I see them, they're like gazing at me, like locking in. And I feel like you are trying to kill the Heathers. This is like you watch this movie and you're like, that was your inspiration to go totally crazy. I thought Irma was crazy, but you also love Aquanet. I mean, is that not true?
Actually, I like Rave a little better than Aquanet. Aquanet is like the second tier. So there's that. And I might want to kill Heathers, but the thing is, that's Heathers, not like Rhonda. Okay. Like, all right, duh. Her name is Rhonda.
Yeah, nobody likes a Rhonda. Finn, you've been very quiet. Would you like to, you care to comment?
Dude, I just like to see all these ladies just take all their differences and then go get in the jello pool of everything and to just wrestle it out.
Gross.
All right.
And you always were a nasty little boy.
Yeah, I was telling her I was managed, Miss Irma.
You were, sweetie. I can't help it.
All right. I think I've heard enough. I think, the Aquanet, we know it's the murder weapon. I can maybe cross off a few names off my list here. Now, I wanted to talk about motive. It's come to my attention that someone was, that Rhonda might have been blackmailing someone, the killer. So I think that the motive was clear. That's Rhonda was blackmailing someone, and they wanted to keep that Rhonda quiet. Care to, let's see, who would like to speak up first? Maybe they were being blackmailed by Rhonda. Carlita, yes.
I was not being blackmailed by Rhonda, but I know for a fact she was blackmailing Finn.
Oh.
She was blackmailing Finn because Finn had the hots for Lisa, but was also seeing Shannon on the side and did not want Lisa to know.
Oh, I love a good romantic triangle.
Are you kidding me, Finn?
Oh.
Are you kidding me, Finn? That's disgusting.
Do that? No, of course I would not. Why would I do that to my beautiful Lisa? Come on.
I'm just going to say that sounds like an all-out lie, Finn. You are a terrible liar. Your voice goes very monotone when you lie. I think you should know that about yourself if you want to get far in life. All right. So blackmailing you, Finn. I mean, care to comment on that?
The lady that's dead at this point in time, she tried to tell me that she had a videotape of me talking to Shannon, and Shannon was just trying to get me to get her some chili cheese fries, and I told her no because I was in love with Lisa, and I told her that, like, I just want to go surf. Like, I don't care about none of this stuff. Like, I just want to go surf. Like, that's all I wanted to go do. Like, that's all, and Lisa knows that. And Lisa knows that I love her. Like, come on, Lisa. I love your highlights.
Thanks.
Care to comment on any of the developing story here?
All right. Like, look, okay. Maybe Finn and I were at the merry-go-round, and maybe I wanted to know what cheese fries were like. All right. There it is. I wanted to know, and I was just going to see if he would get them for me, but like he said no. So like, but then Rhonda passed by and like saw me talking to him. So like, that was a thing. And, that just, it was uncool. It was uncool. All right. Finn is a rad dude. All right. He's just, nice and everything. Lisa, he loves you. We were not doing anything.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. I mean, I know he loves me, and like those earrings that you bought at Claire's, sorry to tell you this, but they're way out of season. They don't look very good. Sorry.
All right, let's take the insults down a notch here. We've already had one murder. We don't need another one. I think, Lisa, everyone would really like to murder you because you are quite harsh. Anyway, so we've got the chili cheese fry situation. Lisa, do you care to comment? I mean, did you know your boyfriend was getting blackmailed?
I didn't know he was getting blackmailed. That's really shocking to me. I did know that he loved me very much and that he also loves to surf, and I love that about him. So smooches, Finn.
Yeah,
I
the
will
surfing thing is
say,
interesting because we are in the middle of Indiana, so that is interesting that you are a surfer. I'm curious to know where you go.
he surfs in his bathtub sometimes. It's really big.
Oh,
Bathtub.
must be a roomy bathtub. All right, Lisa, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you.
I will say that one time Rhonda came into the store and I was giving her advice, as I do, because I'm very generous with my fashion tips and my advice. And we were talking, and she confided in me, as people do, because I have a very trustworthy looking face and my personality is very warm and inviting. And she told me that she found out that Irma, who claims to walk in Adidas 2000s, actually has been just walking in Keds.
It's not good for your feet.
It's awful for your feet.
I would never, young lady. I know what you're doing. You're trying to deflect blame because I know both you and your Aunt Diane knows this, that you were not sterilizing the needles after you pierced people's ears. I saw you. I see everything. I told you, young lady, you're trying to scoot around, blame someone else. I would check those ears, Shannon. Yes, I would. And I know, Diane, I know you knew it too, but you're trying to protect your niece.
Well, Irma, for someone who says they never spend money in the mall, where'd you get your shoes? Did you steal them?
Well, I never. I had a coupon. I had a coupon.
Diane,
That
you
she
would've-
made. That she made. Okay.
She
It's
made
not
the
the first time.
She got them at Payless. They're not really Adidas. She glued the stripes on them herself.
And
We're just gonna say it.
Reeboks. Just get some Reeboks to be done with it. The high tops.
Right. We're not here to shame anyone for their off-brand shoes. Diane, I haven't heard from you yet. Would you like to comment?
I have a lot to say, but I understand that, again, we're gonna get to the meat of this, okay? And it has become so clear to me and obviously to Lisa, and I guess she's like such a Nancy Drew right now, and I want to say thank you so much for really getting down to it. Irma, it has been concocting this plan to get the girls against each other and to get a bait. The bait is Finn. She's trying to distract them to make them look like one of them is the killer, when in fact, she's the cheapskate. She wanted to make some kind of crazy event happen so the attention is distracted off of her. She's honestly a mastermind of murder.
Irma.
Oh, Diane. She's always resented me. I told you my legs, they look like a 40-year-old's legs right now. They're awesome. And she's jealous. So I did skimp a little on the shoes sometimes. I'm on a fixed income. Now after I retired from the school district. But I know so much about all of you. That's why you're afraid, Diane. That's why you're afraid. I wouldn't pit any of these were my former students, Lisa, Shannon, Finn. They used to come to the nurse's office. I mean, I could tell some stories why they came to the nurse's office, but Diane, nasty woman.
Sorry, Miss Undergrove.
All right, I think I've heard enough. I want to ask my junior detective to ask the rest of our detectives who they think the murderer is. And while we're doing that, we're going to go around and you're just going to give me a last statements. We're going to start with you, Finn. Last statements, anything you want to say to claim your innocence in this?
I don't know where I am right now. I really just don't know. I feel like that
Indiana.
I'm in Louisiana. I feel like my girlfriend Lisa's aunt doesn't like me. She just wants me to get away. I feel like she's pinning everything on me. I feel like my former teacher, she loves me. She's the only person that's ever loved me besides Lisa. Shannon, sorry about those chili cheese fries, girl. But totally.
Thank you, Fen. You've been very helpful. Lisa, let's come over to you. Final statement.
First thing I want to say is that I do sterilize the needles. I think that's really important that you know that. I dip them in Lysol. So they are perfectly sterilized. They go straight from the Lysol into the person's body piercing, whether or not that's their ears or their belly buttons, or I can also do noses either at Claire's or at home in my parents' basement. That's fine too. It's a little bit more expensive. Are you sure? Because you could really benefit from a nose piercing.
I am good. Yeah, good.
Okay. What about an eyebrow piercing?
Yeah, the eyebrow piercings are for ugly people. So thank you.
Well.
Oh. All right.
Anyway, I've got to say that if I had to choose somebody who I thought was the murderer, it would be Carlita, because I don't trust anybody with those glasses. Nobody who's sane is going to wear glasses like that. And Carlita has been so mad about Rhonda ordering a slightly special orange Julius that it wouldn't surprise me if she maybe poisoned it or went in behind somebody's back and killed them out of jealousy, spite, or just because they're a jerk.
Carlita, comments here.
I have a lot to say. First of all, detective, we know that Irma is cheap, incredibly cheap, correct? Did you notice she has a very sizable Chick-fil-A cup? And we all know that in the 80s, Chick-fil-A is very expensive mall food. Irma, I saw it. Hold up that cup. Hold up that cup. Look at the size of that, detective. Look at the size of that.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, she is spending money at the mall. So she just didn't want to spend money at Orange Julius, and she didn't want to tip. Bad woman. You, Lisa, you are a terrible person. You are a terrible person. And I have been putting prune juice in all your Orange Juliuses. You're welcome. Shannon, you're gonna get acne. Lay off of the chili. Finn, I don't know what all these women see in you. I don't get it. And Diane, you're a bad woman. You know what you did, Diane. I'm just gonna leave that there for the detective. Diane knows what she did, detective.
All right. Diane, would you like to comment? You seem to be getting attacked from left and right here.
You know, I like to be forgiving to young people, and I'm actually, this is, I'm not going to take it to heart, because she or him, that person is a hard worker. And I just know that they're irritated that some people that are extremely hard workers and also beautiful and kind and generous, like Lisa, have more of a priority there, but I'm not responsible for that entirely. I will say this. We've learned a lot about commercialism. We've learned a lot about the circle of life. What keeps this place, this epicenter, breathing and going? Money, purchases. Who's stopping that? Irma, because she is a cheapskate, okay? And that is why she's the killer.
All right. Detectives in the chat, keep it coming. I see your suspicions. We will get to that in a moment. We're going to hear the last two testimonies. Irma, you were the last one to be attacked. Care to comment?
Well, I just never. The accusations. I told you I'm on a fixed income. So Chick-fil-A, unlike Orange Julius, is kind to seniors because it is Jesus's chicken. I tell you, it is Jesus's chicken. And they are kind and generous, Carlita, instead of stingy and mean. See how she's looking away? That's what Carlita does. I don't know. There was so much stuff, nefarious going on at the mall with the dirty needles, with Lisa and her aunt covering it up, probably covering up much more. And Rhonda found out about it. Now, Rhonda was my friend. Yes, I had slight allergies, but Rhonda, cheap perfume. I could go buy, get a squirt. I didn't ever have to buy perfume. And as for Shannon, it was only the Aquanet that makes me suspicious of her because she was a big Aquanet fan back in junior high. Again, the only one I don't suspect is little Finn because he was just the sweetest. He's always been the sweetest child.
Yeah, I don't think it's Finn either. I don't think Finn's capable of it. Shannon, you are the last person to hear from before we wrap this up. Care to comment?
Like, oh my God, yes. Like, okay. So, first of all, I just want to say that I'm a little suspicious of Irma because when she was a school nurse and nobody wanted to talk about it, her office reeked of Aquanet all the time. Okay. So, Irma, what was up with that? Okay. And like, Lisa, I was a little concerned because you did pierce my ears and but I believe you on the needles because like duh, my ears aren't infected. And as far as these earrings being out of season, girl, what you need to know is I am tubular. I set the fashion. So all right, okay, I'm bodacious. It is awesome. These are gnarly on me, and that's all there is to that. So Carlita is just so disgruntled with life. I don't think she likes anyone. I think Carlita would murder any one of us. Any one of us. And Finn, I don't think Finn did it, but Diane, like, oh my God, like you scare me, okay? Like I'm just saying that's like, oh my God.
It's funny you say that, Shannon, because it seems that a lot of our detective also agree with you that it is, in fact, Diane. Diane, tell me why it's not you, and I'll tell you why I think it might be.
Okay. It's not me because I'm a true American. 10 years ago, I had this dream that I was going to be in the biggest, greatest mall in America. And we're almost there. And let me just say something else. I am the first woman in this area to be of the top percentile of Simon Mall properties. And that is an accomplishment. I would never sacrifice and put my career on the line because of some unfashionable, dowdy girl that happened to be murdered. Thoughts and prayers.
And you know what, Diane, you are correct. Even though Rhonda was sleeping with the security guy and got all of these tapes and has all of this dirt on every single one of you and was in fact blackmailing every single one of you, she was blackmailing you, Diane, because you were covering up the dirty needle thing Lisa's doing. We got to talk about that later because that is a crime. You will be going to jail. Sorry about it. The only thing she caught about, Irma was that she occasionally does a little pickpocketing. Yep, we do know that, Irma. We do know you do the little pickpocketing and you like to sell to the pawn shops, and that's how you get your money for Chick-fil-A. It's not Jesus chicken, it's thievery. All right. Carlita, the only bad thing Carlita was ever caught doing was occasionally spitting in someone's Orange Julius, and occasionally the chili she put on the cheese fries was a couple weeks old. So, Shannon, you might want to watch your bowels there. Finn, you're a precious angel. No one suspects you did anything. The only thing that Rhonda ever caught you doing was wandering on the mall, not remembering where you were. And let me tell you who it was. So this person couldn't handle the fact that Rhonda had blackmail on her. Yes, a her. And that only gets rid of Finn, which we've already talked about. She was so scared that it was going to get out that of her simple life pleasures, her little secret pleasures, her pleasures of eating chili cheese fries by the dumpster so no one knew. And that is why Shannon took her Aquanet and suffocated poor Rhonda in the clears. And Lisa pretending like she didn't see anything, but Lisa's an accessory. I will say she saw the whole thing happening and she didn't stop it. So Lisa, again, you might be on the outs as well, but it was in fact Shannon Spicoli. Shannon, your final words.
The bitch deserved it.
That is right. Rhonda did deserve it. You know why? Because no one likes the damn perfume ladies at the mall. Now, are you gonna come willingly, or are you gonna try to make some grand escape?
Like, oh my God, I'm off to the Camelot music. Catch me if you can, all right?
Great, she got away. Oh, no, she didn't. She's still here. So I'm gonna catch her. All right, that's our show. Thank you for enjoying Murder at the Mall. It was Shannon Spicoli. If you guessed it right, congratulations. If you didn't, come back next Saturday for Murder at the Pasta Garden, where we enjoy a nice, lovely Valentine's Day date, and there is murder. I'm Detective Tiffany Wilson. Thank you, Irma, Carlita, Lisa, Diane, Finn, and also Shannon for being here as we solved this murder. And thank you to my junior detective, Allie, for all the help she did in the chat. And thank you to you watching the show. And also as a helpful detective to me to figure out the case. We are Whole World Improv Theater. Check us out online. We've got lots of shows every weekend. Thank you and goodbye.